afternoon, traders. It's Bill Baruch with Blue Line Futures, and it's your daily midday market minute. Risk assets are trying to rebound here, but before I get to it, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the link below and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And if you're watching from our website, there's also a link below to direct you to YouTube, and you can subscribe that way. We'd love you to follow us. We'd love you to help us build our following. Yeah, that's right. We're seeing a little bit of a rebound here from risk assets. The NASDAQ tried washing out one more time, and that support area I've been highlighting all week long. I mean, this is going back to last week, that Thursday strength into Friday strength, Friday opening hour. It's quite the battle, and overall equity markets have done nothing wrong. There's a little bit of rotation going on. I do agree it's wonky and surprising to see the data not good. I mean, the data has been missing. You got jobless claims today coming in higher than the 200,000 expected, a big revision higher from last week. And you're not getting a risk-on move because ultimately bad news was supposed to be good news, and we're not getting that. Maybe it's not bad enough to really force a Fed pivot. Like ISM non-manufacturing data yesterday, services, they didn't contract. I mean, they just expanded at a slower pace than expected. Prices came in. I talked about that in the midday market yesterday. Jolts earlier in the week, manufacturing as well on Tuesday. It's all been weak data, but maybe not weak enough to really pivot the Fed, and that's why you're not seeing this big risk-on move. But also, we saw the market rally pretty strong in the final week of last quarter. So a lot of it's been priced in. I still am in the believer that we're working through digesting that move, and we have non-farm payroll tomorrow, and the securities market is going to be closed. Most of the futures markets are going to be closed. You have gold closed, crude oil, so metals and energies are closed. I sent the holiday schedule out, so check it out. It's in your inbox. But the equity indices only open until about, I think, 8:15. Currencies and interest rates open a little longer. Again, check that out. But because the securities market is closed for non-farm payroll, you're definitely seeing people hold risk close to the vest. So, the support levels that we've been highlighting all week, the market's battled, it's held. That's constructive. As for resistance, I've highlighted two big levels of major three-star resistance overhead for each, the S&P and the NASDAQ. Check it out. The first area is being tested here this afternoon. So get ready for it. A non-farm payroll tomorrow. The average hourly earnings, that's going to be a big part of it. The 0.3 they're looking for month over month, 4.3% year over year. And then on top of that, the job growth in general, 239,000. ADP earlier in the week, much lower than that. I think it was 140, 150, I think it was. So we'll see what the job growth is. There obviously is some concern here. If the economy is slowing down enough and you're not getting a pivot from the Fed. St. Louis Fed President Bullard talked today, and he didn't pivot. I mean, he's talking about continuing to raise interest rates, but the market did seem to like what he said, and that was good. He did emphasize, though, that there is some objective and some belief that inflation is cooling. So I think the market did react off of that. He's really taking center stage here this morning, and the big one that's talking in the headlines. Moving on though, crude oil continuing to consolidate. I think above $80 all week long after that gap higher on Sunday night, holding that level, holding out above major three-star support. Another ping of that level, building a floor, very healthy. Remember yesterday's the products. And yesterday's data that showed strong demand. You're seeing those try to cling to at least gasoline, cling to yesterday's gains. Heating oil, quite a bit of volatility. But this is a seasonally bullish time of year for gasoline. Give our trade desk a call if you want to figure a way to play it. And then moving on to metals. Overall, we saw some decent strength overnight in things like copper. Platinum's trying to rebound, and then coming out of this initial jobless claims data, the dollar actually moved higher, pressured the metal, pressure risk assets, and we're working off that early session low right now. Gold has held major three-star support. Silver has held major three-star support, and we're seeing a rebound right now back into the middle of the range here on the day, really where they started to fall off at. Gold and silver, the metals complex is all going to be closed tomorrow. So, if you want to talk about it as you head in, when it closes at 4 p.m. Central Time today, it's not going to reopen, have non-farm payroll. So check this video out if you want to talk to our trade desk. We are here to help. Don't hesitate. 312-278-0500. And remember, futures trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors.